We take you now out to the hill country. This is some of the video that was taken from the deadly flash flooding event that took place in the hill country back on July 4th weekend. Truly hard to even wrap your mind around. It is known as Flash Flood Alley across central Texas. It was hit so hard by the flooding, and a lot of that was actually exacerbated by some tropical moisture that was getting pulled in with a landfalling tropical system that made landfall into Mexico. But the moisture transport created the heavy downpours. We bring it out to Fox Weather correspondent Katie Byrne, who is live in Kerrville, Texas, as residents are continuing to rebuild. You mentioned at the top of the hour, still haven't accounted for all of the missing quite yet, which is hard to really think about. And then you talk about the chance for more rain. The good news is a lot of this so far has been fairly isolated, so it seems like that flash flood threat is starting to get dialed back, but still a lot of anxiety around flash flooding in the area, I can imagine.
Definitely, Haley. Anytime those alerts come through, I think it's just a reminder for people who live here of what happened a month ago, over a month ago now, 6 weeks since that catastrophic flooding. And now there's still a search happening for two people who are still missing, a man in his 60s and a young girl only 8 years old, the last missing camper from Camp Mystic. So more rain in the forecast only complicates the search efforts and the debris removal that's still very much a priority on the ground. But while we're here, we have Kevin LaFond with us. He is the regional commander for the United Cajun Navy, and there's still very much an effort on the ground from a lot of different units, right?
Oh, absolutely. We've been here for 6 weeks, and over the past several days, as the cleanup goes on, all these piles of debris, they all have to be touched and moved. And as that happens, we get new intelligence in from locals here that tell us new information, find new pieces of potential evidence of where people could be. And so now we've got a couple of new spots that we have to get out there and check. So the past couple of days, I ran home, picked up our command center. It's loaded with technology that's going to help us go and investigate those places in detail. And we're hoping for a good outcome. We know SEAL's missing, we've got an older gentleman missing as well, and we do have intel on both of those people right now. So in the coming days, we're going to be working very hard to explore those areas in detail.
I think hearing that has to be so encouraging for the families of the missing and for so many people who are hooked on this story, trying to know and follow what's been happening. I mean, what has it been like in the last few weeks while, maybe not as many media are around, but this work is still happening?
Oh, absolutely. It goes on and on and on. We bring drones out, dogs out, boats out, whatever it takes. But right now, it's about finding targets to look at. So we have to cull through all the information that's coming in and then get out to those locations that seem most promising, and then we'll work our way down the priority list from there. But just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it's not going on. We've been here since 6 hours after, and we're going to stay here. We've told Texas and the people of Kirk County that we've got your back, and we do. We're always going to be part of this community from now and forever.
This rain that we're watching in the forecast today, fueled by tropical moisture, which also was the case with that catastrophic flooding we had, what is it like monitoring the rain during such a desperate search?
Well, like you guys, we've got meteorologists as well, so they're on staff and they're watching both Aaron and this invest that's coming up now. It's throwing these clouds up our way, so it's important to get back here before that happens so we can monitor the situation closely. If something should change and the weather should cause issues here, we're already on scene. Our teams are stood up, so there's a little extra layer of protection there maybe. But being here during this time when we've got this strange soup in the atmosphere, it's important. But again, it is hampering efforts today. We can't get tracked vehicles out there like we usually do. And it does mess things up when it comes to dogs and scent. So we're going to have to wait for today to pass, and instead we're going to work with the community today. A couple of great events going on, and we're going to be out there to support them and other local first responders.
This is critical information. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and getting this out there. I mean, very much a real search effort still happening here, and the weather is just something that they are taking into account each day. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Katie, being in Kerrville, covering some of the flooding, it's the soil there. It's so thick, especially when you get a lot of excess rain. So that's only making some of these recovery efforts worse. So thanks so much for your report and being our boots on the ground.